adjusting my angle still. Hey Riley, how are you? Hey green-eyed bestie. I'm still getting set up. Hold on, let me get myself together here. Okay. That's better. This is more of the vibe I was going for today. Ooh, there we go. That's more of the angle I wanted. Okay, wait, let me get y'all on the back camera. Okay. Let me get into the chat. My iPad. I wonder if I have another charger somewhere. Do y'all ever like talk like you're talking, like you're trying to contribute to a conversation and then no one listens to you and everyone just ignores you? That happened to me today. And I almost didn't go live today. I almost was like, no, like I have some things to do around the house, like I have some things I need to take care of, blah blah blah. And then I was like, nope, I belong on YouTube because I clearly don't belong here. He wasn't at school. Just like that. He better have a good excuse. He better have been like sick or something. I'm gonna take this ring off because this ring like catches like really bad when I do my hair. I'm gonna do my hair like I did it yesterday for y'all because I got so many questions about it yesterday. I'm obviously not done with my makeup yet, but I was like, if I'm gonna do my hair anyways, I might as well do it on live to show them how I did it. I kind of like came up with it like on the spot. And then I also have a TikTok that's like popping off right now. It's at like 5,000 views or something. No, 7,000 last time I checked. He texted you an hour ago. Hey girl, that's good though. Like that's good. Like you don't want to be desperate and like text people back super quick. At least not boys. You could text your homegirl like 7 times in a row and it's not gonna matter. But like a boy, you gotta be like, oh, like I'm booked and busy, boy. I'm just gonna go ahead and split this down the middle. Yeah, so like I've had to stop using my dry shampoo and like I have like really oily skin and like an oily scalp and like my scalp is so oily that normally I will blow dry my hair after I wash it and then immediately put in dry shampoo because if I don't, it'll get all greasy on me. And like, but I found out that my dry shampoo has gluten in it and y'all know that I cannot have gluten. I'll be like so sick. I'll be on the toilet for 5 days if I have gluten. Like not even kidding. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. And that's another thing that like makes me feel like like my godfather, my South African godfather, Wesley, the one who comes on here, warned me about it and was like, Ashley, like, you're gonna see, like, how selfish people are, like, as you go through this gluten thing. And I was like, yeah, like, whatever. No, he was right, because, like, one of my family members bought Girl Scout cookies for the whole family, and it was this big thing. Guess what? Did anybody bother to get anything gluten? No. And it's like, I don't expect that, but then, like, being left out, like, over and over again, like, you know, it would just be nice to, like, be remembered and be considered, you know? And it's not a big deal, like, I'm not pressed about it, but it's just like, you know, like, it would be nice, you know? Like, I make it a point to always think of other people and, like, make people feel included, but it would be nice to, like, have the same respect, you know? I did this yesterday, and, like, it wasn't high enough up on my head, I don't feel like. So today, this might mess up my little, like, twist, but it's okay. I'll fix it in a second. Yeah. Don't be texting those boys back so quick, girl. Don't. Because you gotta let him earn your time. Like, he's gotta earn you. You know, like, he could be texting, like, 5 girls. And, like, if you're the one that actually has a life, like, if you're the one that, like, actually has friends and a social circle, like, beyond, like, just texting people, like, he might remember you more, you know? And, like, at first you might have to, like, pretend, like, that you're so busy and you have, like, a social life and all this stuff, but, like, fake it till you make it, babe. You know? Like Taylor Swift says, fake it till you make it. And, like, when you start carrying yourself like that, like, I'm an in-demand woman and, like, my time is important, you're gonna start, like, attracting that energy, and, like, your life's gonna transform, and things will go better with you and these boys. That was a workout. That one was like a workout and a half. No, stay up. This is literally what I looked like yesterday when I was doing my hair. Not even joking. Oh. Stop. Lord Jesus, give me the strength. I'm gonna take off these rings because this is too much. Too much. Okay. Try this again. Because it keeps catching on it. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Pull it through once. Then twice. Pull it through like... That's probably honestly too much, but I don't feel like taking it down again. Okay. So now we have this. So then... wrap the ends around it. Like this. And then pin it like this. Like take little pieces of it and like pin it down. It makes it look like, it gives it that like flowery look, I guess. See, like this. This is like a major, like, trust the process hairstyle. I feel like I look like I'm going to Disney World wearing my hair like this. I'm gonna read the chat when I get done with this. I see it like popping off, but like let me finish this. See how it starts to flop over? You want it to like be like up. Like you want these to be like fan buns. So that's why you like pin down the pin down. Come on, Ashley, you can do it. Pin down the sides. And then for the front part, just like give yourself some volume. I wish my twist, because I did do 2 twists, was more visible, but, and then pull down some baby hairs, and that is it. This one's like flopping over too much right there, but I am not going to redo it. I don't know why my blonde is showing on this one, but not this one, but you know what? Whatever. It's giving Harley Quinn. Okay. Okay, Green Eyed Bestie says, he says, hello, my love. ML, as in my love. Girl. I'm sorry, I wasn't at school, I was sick. Why must he give me butterflies? Girl, you like him. because like you're like, it seems desperate because like you're like always like waiting for him to call, and like I don't know, you're just like you're giving off that like energy, and like if you have a little bit of mystery to you, like remember, like boys like the chase, and if you don't let them chase, like they're gonna get bored. That's just the way they're wired, like they're biologically wired like that. And like in order to be like to chase, like I'm not saying run, like run away, but like you have to give them some kind of resistance. And like if you think about it like boundary wise, like you shouldn't be just like laying around waiting for that boy to text you back. Like that's extremely unhealthy, because like what's gonna happen when he decides he likes someone else? You're gonna feel real stupid for all the softball practices you missed out on because you were sitting there on the sidelines on your phone. You know what I mean? Or all the homework that you didn't do and all the grades that you tanked because you were sitting there waiting for his little booty to text you back. That's why. That's why. Don't go interrupting your life for some boy. Girl, no. If your homegirl calls you, answer the phone. If the boy does, depends. I'm trying to remember what stage I was in my makeup process. I said, hey, it's okay, I understand, but I hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah, girl. Leave it at that. Like, he's not feeling well. Like, leave him alone. Like, let him deal with being sick. Like, you know, like, just leave it. Like, you hope he's feeling better. That was a really sweet thing to say, and then leave it. Turn your phone off if you have to. Turn your phone off and throw it in a drawer if you feel like you're too excited to talk to him. The heart. Oh my gosh, girl. This man. Thanks, Riley. My mirror out. Hey, Aaliyah. Slow down, girl. Slow down. Do not say the B word. Slow down. He's got to earn that. Us girls get an arm workout every day with hair. Period. Period, Riley. I don't do anything with my hair. I brush it, wash it, and condition it, and that's good enough. Girl, you're giving pick me. Sit down. I could teach y'all French braids. I know how to do French and Dutch braids. Thank you, Tina. I don't know, Tina. I don't know. We don't talk about age on this channel because of safety. So it could be anybody. But it's like, that's like for anybody at any age. Like, you don't just like give a man full access to you without earning it. The only man that has full access to me is Jesus Christ. And I would say my son, who's a cat, But he doesn't even have full access to me. The only man who has full access to me is Jesus Christ. Okay? And I feel like some people might consider my rules a little too much, or like the way I carry myself a little too much. Well, fine. You know why? Because I'm not somebody's girlfriend. I'm not somebody's fiance, because I'm someone's wife. Okay? Like, I am not meant to be a girlfriend. I'm not meant to be a fiance. I'm meant to be a wife. And that's how I carry myself. And that's why I carry myself the way I do. And I have the standards that I have, because, like, that's the kind of, like, man I'm hoping to attract. And, like, you know, if you want to do the same, girl, you got to get with it. You can't just be giving that stuff away for free, girl. And even if it's just texting, like, it starts there. It starts there. He has to earn that. Like, you know how many men have texted me calling me, you want my love, or how many men have called me beautiful? Like, snooze, try harder. Try harder. You want my attention? Try harder. And I'm not trying to knock your joy or, like, be negative, because, like, I'm so happy for you, girl. That's awesome. But I'm just saying, like, don't get too excited. Like, don't take it too fast. Like, just remember, like, he could be saying that to 5 different girls. And also, like, yeah, it feels good to be called my love, and, like, it feels good to be called beautiful and stuff, but, like, if you want to approach the R word, like a relationship, like, you want to see, like, do you really get along with this person? Like, do you really have common interests with this person? Like, what if he's an avid hockey fan? Like, you can't stand hockey. Personally, I love hockey. But, you know, what if? Or baseball, or whatever it is. Like, that's why it's so important to, like, really just, like, take the time to get to know each other, and, like, not... I feel like we women, like, we get really excited, and then we, like, go, like, really intense and, like, really hard, and, like, and then end up getting played, and then we're sad and we're hurt, you know? And, like, you gotta protect yourself. You gotta guard your heart, babe, you know? And what I always tell my friends is, like, boys are bad drivers. And I get that men want to feel like they're driving, but, like, really, you're driving. But, like, he feels like he's driving because he's making the moves, but in reality, like, you're kind of, like, setting the boundaries by, like, oh, like, after 8 p.m. I'm in bed, or I'm asleep, even though you're not asleep, like, you're awake watching Vampire Diaries, but you're not going to text him past that time because he hasn't earned that yet, you feel me? Like, you don't get 24 hours access to me. Who do you think you are, my husband? If you'd like, if we that can be arranged if you want to discuss that. However, that is only available with our husband package. Please let me know if you'd like to upgrade. In the Bible, it says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Not he who finds a girlfriend finds a good thing. Not he who finds a friends with benefits finds a good thing. Not he who finds a fiance finds a good thing. It's he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Amen? Standards, ladies, standards. They're important. They're important. And, like, the more mysterious you are, a lot of times, like, they're gonna like you more. They're gonna find you, like, more interesting and, like, more, like, alluring. I don't know why. That's just how the male mind works, ladies. That's just how they operate. Because you want to keep him on his toes. Like, you don't want him to be the one who's bored of texting you. You know? Like, you want him to, like, jump when he gets a text from you. Not the other way around. Even though you might be, even though you're, like, kicking your feet in the air, you got to play it cool. You got to have your poker face on, ladies. No, they're not. Men and women are very different. Very extremely different. y'all should read this book by Steve Harvey. It's called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and like it really like sheds light onto this stuff. Like in the very like first chapter, he's like, the mistake that a lot of women make is that they think that like they think of men like they think of other women, and they think of men's thought patterns like the way they would think of other women's thought patterns, and that's where they get it wrong. Because men are not women. They don't think like women. They don't act like women. They don't talk like women. Like, I used to be like that when I was younger. I'm like, why? Like, what's the point of all this stuff? Like, I like me and you, and no, I like you and you like me. Like, why is there this? I don't know. It just be like that. It's honestly the men. If you ask me, it's the men. Because they have to have the whole chase element. Otherwise, they're disinterested. But also, if you really think about it, like, again, if you really think about it, by like holding back a little bit, by like letting him earn you, by like protecting your boundaries, like you're communicating like, hey, I'm important, I'm valuable, like I have people in my life who love me, like I come from a great family, even if you don't, like, you know, I think we all love our family even if they're not perfect, like nobody's family's perfect, but, and I have great friends, and like you're not just gonna step in my life and like control everything and I'm gonna throw everything else away. Like I have boundaries, like I'm important, and like you're not gonna treat me like yesterday's garbage. Like you're gonna treat me like a queen, or you're gonna be gone. You know, like you're like non-verbally communicating that, and that's so important, and it starts right now in the beginning. And like even if you're like, girl, I don't want to be married for 30 more years, that's fine, but like you practice how you play. You practice how you play. Like even if you're nowhere near wanting to be in the space to be married or a long-term relationship or anything right now, that's fine, but you practice how you play. Start practicing now. Start seeing yourself as a high-value woman right now. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I won't cry for you, mascara's expensive, period. I need to move this over here. Hey, Aaliyah. that's so sweet. What's wrong, Maisie? This guy called you a really bad word. Ew. So this guy, so a different guy that I kind of like said I'm gonna beat him up for you. That's sweet of him. He could just be like being friendly and being like I care about you and I'm your friend, and like how dare he talk about you that way, like I'm gonna teach him a lesson or whatever. But it could also be like, I don't know, it could also be like he kind of likes you. Don't go all crazy with that.
Motion detected at the front door.
Alexa, level 3. Oh, I didn't even set my face yet. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Just spray my face. That's exciting, Green Eyed Bestie. Exactly. Tina says women have a whole womb and we bleed every month and we are gifted and blessed and powerful, but gotta be true with yourself. Period. Exactly. Hey, Liv. I'm okay. I like am having a so-so day today. Like, earlier I talked about how, like, you know that feeling like when you're like trying to have a conversation and like you like there's a group of people and like you're like saying stuff and like everybody's just ignoring you? That happened to me today. And I almost didn't go live. Like I almost like got myself busy with like housework and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I don't belong here. Like, and I know that I don't belong here. Like, I don't, like, I'm very unhappy, like, in the town that I live in. And, like, I've felt, like, for a while now that I'm meant to, like, move away. And sometimes I doubt that, though. Because, like, when I say that to other people, sometimes they're like, oh, I don't know. Or, like, oh, maybe. Or blah, blah, blah. And then it, like, discourages me. But then things like that happen. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Like, I'm meant to get out of here. Like, I'm meant to GTFO. Alexa! Level 2! That irritates me when she interrupts me like that. What was I saying? But yeah. And then, like my family has, like, cooked so much gluten lately. And, like, my South African godfather was like, when you start doing this gluten stuff, like, you're gonna see, like, how selfish people really are. And, like, they made, like, Irish stew, and, like, Irish stew is made with Guinness beer, and, like, that's gluten right there. And then they made a crumb cake full of gluten again. And then they went and got cookies, and guess what? Full of gluten. Like, no one thought of me. Like, no one thought to even, like, bring me anything. It's not that, like, I want that, but, like, it would have been nice to, like, been asked or even be considered, you know? I don't know. It sucks. And, like, I know that they all know because, like, they've seen me, like, suffer through last year. And, like, I was in the bathroom for the majority of 2024 because I was so sick to my stomach. And I don't know. It just sucks. Like, and it's not any of their things. So it's not even their thing to, like, worry about. It's my thing to keep track of. But, like, you know, like, when you have that and then you have on top of it, like, talking and, like, nobody cares what you have to say. Like, no one cares that you're even there. It just sucks. And then it's like, you know what? Like, that's right. Like, this is the Holy Spirit inside of me saying, like, you got to get out of there, girl. And I don't feel like anybody's, like, doing it on purpose. Like, I just don't fit in, and, like, in a really big way. You know? And, like, when I start to doubt that, like, the Lord, like, makes it, like, more and more and more obvious to me. And, like, I'm scared to, like, move somewhere brand new. Like, I'm totally scared. But, like, also, like, I'm, like, I want to know what it's like. Like, I want to, you know, go explore. Like, I want to go see what it's like somewhere else. And, like, also, like, I don't want to be this miserable. Like, y'all, like, I listen to Defying Gravity and the Wizard and I from Wicked every single day to get me through this. And lots of Jesus music. Because just like Elphaba felt, like, I feel so out of place, and at certain times it's so obvious that I am just so terribly out of place. And I'm so thankful for y'all, and I'm excited to take y'all with me for my next adventure. But I almost didn't go live, and I was like, I need to go live. Like, I need to take this YouTube thing seriously, because there's people on there who do care what I say, and they do want to spend time with me, and they don't treat me like I don't exist. Like, I'm important to them, and, like, oh my gosh, Ashley, don't cry. I want to go spend time with them, and, like, they're the ones that are going to come with me for my move. It's not these small town, small-minded people. It's my YouTube gang that's going to come with me. And, like, I don't know, like, I didn't make sure I'm spending time with y'all, so here I am. That's how my day's been. Oh my gosh, Maisie, that's funny. Yes, I'm still in the magazine competition. Please vote for me in the magazine competition. My link is linked in my description. If one of y'all could put the link in the chat, I'd really appreciate that. But I'm 9 of 10. I think I have to be in the top 5 to go on to the next round. So y'all, please vote for me. Like, please vote for me once a day, multiple times a day. Tell your friends, tell your whole school, like, tell whoever. Like, please, please, please. Tomorrow's a big day, huh? Girl, just don't, like, just like, cut the conversation short. Like, just, like, I feel like in this whole chat feels like he's gonna ask you to like be his girlfriend, like, but like I wouldn't want someone to like tell me over text. Like I would want someone to surprise me in person. So I would just be like, okay, well I hope you feel better and I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be perfect. Yes. It's in the description. ML, tomorrow will be the greatest day in school history. That's exciting, bestie. She asked me to repeat that because she's deaf. You mean you're Lexi? Tell us, Liv, tell us. Hey, Joss. What did he do, green-eyed bestie? You broke up? That seems fishy to me. I feel like there has to be another reason, and he just like pretended that to be the reason, but I bet you that he has something fishy going on with some girl, and he's trying to blame it on you, and he's the one that's doing something funky, because that's another thing that they do. I had a guy do that to me. He sent you food? Girl. No, what's sad is like unfortunately some of you are gonna end up like Liv. You're just not there yet. Like my first boyfriend, I was 14 years old, right? And I need to get going on this makeup because we're gonna be here all night. But so I was 14, my first boyfriend, and he always told me that I was amazing and I was beautiful. That word combo. Just like that. Amazing and beautiful. But he had this girl best friend. And I would see... He didn't do it right away, but it was like sometime later in our relationship. And then I noticed him putting on her social media, like, you're amazing and beautiful. And I was like, wait a minute. But I don't know, him and I like had like, I don't know, it wasn't, we didn't, I have had a toxic boyfriend, but it wasn't that one. And I don't know, the relationship kind of like fizzled out. He lost feelings for me, and I feel like it was because I was too like all up in his face and like all up like watching everything he did on social media and like arguing with him over it and blah blah blah. I would never do that now. Like if a guy ever embarrassed me over social media and was like in a bunch of girls' DMs or like in their comments or whatever, I'd be like, you know what? You seem like you want to be single. So guess what? You're single, bro. Have a nice life. That's the way I'd handle that now. It's not even an argument. That's like a, I have standards and you're not meeting them. Bye. But that was me then and this is me now. Sometimes I think you have to go through that to like get to the stage where you realize your standards and you realize like, I'm not going to put up with that. But Liv, I did have another boyfriend who, ex-boyfriend. This one was the crazy one. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. So me and this guy had gotten into a lot of fights and then we had broken up, right? And so I was talking to one of my friends about it, my guy friends, and this was actually the one who I had the great big fight with a couple years ago, the one who supposedly liked me the whole time and I had no idea, supposedly, even though he dated my entire high school class and I was his wing woman and supposedly had feelings for me the whole time. Yeah, I'm still hoping that he'll come back to me and be like, you know what, you're right, I was just kidding, like I miss you too. But anyways, so I was texting him, messaging him on social media actually about like what had happened with me and crazy boyfriend. And crazy boyfriend, and I was like really trying to get back with this crazy boyfriend because those of y'all who know what the cycle of abuse is, that's what was going on. And so you know what, anyways, that's another conversation for another day. That's like an upper level conversation. But anyways, this guy was not nice to me, this crazy boyfriend, but I was like addicted to being with him pretty much, and I wanted to get back with him. And so like I was talking to my guy friend, because like I was his wing woman and like he was my wingman. That was kind of like our arrangement, you know? Anyways, so I was talking to him about how to get back with said boyfriend and about things that were going on. And anyways, crazy, I was still in contact with crazy boyfriend because I was trying to get back with him, like I said. And then crazy boyfriend starts like, oh, well, like you're communicating with, what am I gonna call him? John. His name's not John, but we're gonna call him John. You're communicating with John. Like I always knew there was something between you. Like blah 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 blah. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like we've always been just friends. Like he's dated like my whole class, and like I've been there as his friend. Like he's been there as my friend. Like what are you talking about? He's like, oh, I know you two are talking. And I'm like, how could you possibly know? And then I started going off on John, and I was like, John, like how could you let crazy boyfriend know? Yes, I'm calling him crazy boyfriend because he earned that name. But, and anyways, John was like, actually, like, I wouldn't say anything. Like, why would I say something? I was like, it's so selfish of you to, like, mess up my relationship. Like, you know that I'm trying to get back with crazy boyfriend. And, anyways, so John's like, Ashley, like, come on. Like, you know I would not do that. You know I would not do that. And this is where it gets good. And he's like, are you sure that he's not logged into your social media? Y'all, John was right, because I figured out how to go into my social media accounts and look at my IP addresses, and guess what? Crazy boyfriend was logged into all of my social media accounts. Who does that? Bro. Like, we're broken up. I'm trying to get back with you. You're pretending like you don't want to be with me, but like, you're like, that's like another level of stalking. And he was so dumb that like, all of what happened is, how I figured it out was you can actually see the IP addresses of when you're on your social media, like of where you've logged into it from. Like if you were in a hotel in Los Angeles, it would ping, the IP address would ping that hotel, and you can see it in like your like login history or whatever. And guess what? All of my social medias pinned crazy boyfriend's house. Yeah. But as time went forward, crazy boyfriend ended up cheating on me with one of my coworkers. And again, he was blaming me. He was accusing me of having something with John. And I never had anything with John. And guess what? Even though me and John had a huge fight and we don't talk anymore, there still isn't anything with me and John, because there was never anything between me and John. So Liv, that's what that sounds like to me. That's exactly what it freaking sounds like to me. You're gonna see maybe your boyfriend, I don't know, because I wasn't there, but maybe he's up to something and he was just looking for a reason out. At least he had the decency to get out before he started, you know, tangling around with somebody else. You skip school just to cry? I did that too. I did that too with this crazy boyfriend. I failed my first class because of him. Hey, Ashley. Yup. Riley. That's the right attitude, queen. Exactly. Riley says, God makes things happen because he hears conversations you don't. Yep, period. Great-eyed bestie, happy for you. Maybe, but we've hung out and confessed so much, and I don't know what I did. Is there any... Yeah, I don't know, it's sounding like he's hiding something, just like my ex-boyfriend was hiding something, like my coworker? Really? I still think about that. It was so long ago, but I still think about that. And I'm like, that? was wild. Like, who even does that? There's this song by Aaron. Maybe I should do a short with it so you can jam out to it too, Liv. It's by Aaron McKinney, and it's called Matchmaker. I have to get a charger for my iPad. Hold on. Excuse me. He's hiding something. I agree. I agree. If someone accuses you of cheating when you're not cheating, they're probably cheating. Yup. Crazy boyfriend. Mm-hmm. I learned that from him. Mm-hmm. You did not do anything. It is his fault. He decided he didn't want to be the boyfriend of someone amazing like you. Period. Period. It doesn't, like, even though, like my boy best friend was John. John and I have been like this, like, since we started in school together. And like I said, like, I would give him advice. He'd give me advice. He was my wingman. I was his wingwoman. Like, that's the way, the arrangement that we had. And, like, crazy boyfriend tried to, like, make things up about that. And then time proved that I wasn't up to anything shady, but crazy boyfriend was. And that's what he was doing. He was projecting. Liv, he's gonna regret it. I hope if he was cheating, he finds out he's cheating. Because karma. Yes. I asked my boyfriend my boy best friend to stalk him and see. Girl, I'm excited to see what you find out. But honestly, like, I would have to encourage you to, like, try to, like, detach, you know? Because it's gonna be for the best. Like, if something's over between you and someone, like, it's better to just accept that, like, what's done is done, like, what's said is said, and there's nothing more I need to say to this person. That's the way I deal with that. Even, like, of course, like, you're not gonna be able to do that right away because it's been, like, what, like a day, 2 days? But, like, by you asking your best friend to stalk him, like, I think you owe it to yourself to, like, figure out what's going on. I don't know. Like, my anxiety is so bad, like, I don't know if I can handle that. I think I might be able to just be like, you know what? We're done. That's it. Like, you don't exist to me. But, by, like, stalking him and, like, trying to figure out, like, what's going on with him, like, you're keeping him in your mind. And, like, by doing that, you're getting in your own way of, like, moving on from him. You know? Because, like, all of that is literally keeping him in your mind. And, like, the truth will come out. Like, I always tell people that, like, the truth is like a beach ball in a pool. Like, if you ever tried to sit on a beach ball in a pool, eventually it comes back up to the surface. And, like, that's how the truth is. Like, you cannot run from the truth. Like, it will always come out. And, like, people might be able to lie to others or lie to themselves, but it's only going to last for so long. Because the truth will always come out in the end. My uncle, the one who himself, he was such a force of positivity in my life, and I had some certain family members that were very hateful towards me, and it hurt me so bad because I used to be close with these family members, and they just like kind of like cut me out and decided they hated me and that I wasn't good enough and whatever, and it really hurt me, and I was so upset about it. And I remember telling my uncle, and he was like, Ashley, like, you're a good person, and whatever their problem is, it's their problem. And, like, again, like, that same thing, like, they're gonna have a hard time keeping up that lie that you're a bad person or you're evil or whatever stupid thing that they have going on in their minds. They're gonna have a hard time holding on to that because it's a lie. Like, you can only justify a lie for so long. So you just need to keep being you and let them work out their problem because it's their problem. And I wish my uncle was still around today because, like I said, like, he was such a kind and wonderful person. I miss him every single day. But I hope that advice could help y'all. It's true. You can only hold on to a lie for so long. And just, like, live like that boyfriend of yours, like, he's gonna catch karma real bad for this one, and he's gonna have a hard time. Even if he did tell himself that in his mind about you and your boy best friend, like, he's gonna have a hard time holding on to that lie because it's a lie. Like, you can only justify a lie so many ways, you know? You can only hold on to it for so long because it's a lie. You know what's funny is, like, I've been thinking about doing like Heartbreak makeup looks for Valentine's Day, like do like looks like with the tears like pouring down my eyes like in glitter, because like Valentine's Day isn't just for people that like are super happy. It's for people who like, you know, like feel like everything kind of sucks, you know, or like love stinks. Y'all, if you're heartbroken, you need to watch The Wedding Singer. That movie, oh my gosh, my first heartbreak when I was 14, I was so heartbroken, like I couldn't eat anything, like I couldn't sleep, like it was so bad, and like, oh yuck, I was like in my own personal hell, for lack of a better term. And I think that's when I really like discovered my love for like video and like movies and stuff and like being creative in like the video space. And later, that's when I started getting really serious about makeup, was actually from Heartbreak. And because I was like, once I got through grieving the relationship, I was like, okay, like I need to make myself better. Like this is gonna make me. It's not gonna break me. It's gonna make me. And I'm going to commit myself to bettering myself. I'm on a self-improvement journey. And so I started watching YouTube like pretty seriously and practicing makeup. And like when I listen to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift, it reminds me of myself during that time. Why are you moving? I put glue on you. He sent you Italian ice? Oh my gosh. Girl. Wait, so do you like your boy best friend or you don't like him, Liv? Tell us. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the story right. There's something he told me not to tell you. WTF. That's shady. I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't ask. I'd be like, well, you know what? I don't want to know. And like, you know what? Like, we literally just broke up. And if he's already having stupid secrets, like, I don't care. Have a nice life. And I would block, like, I would block him, girl. Like, I told my ex-boyfriends, I told them, I don't do breaks. I don't do breaking up and getting back. I don't do that. Like, this is how I do it. Like, if you and I have said everything we need to say to each other and we don't work, that's it. We don't work. I don't wish you any ill will, but I am going to get out of your life. And trust me when I tell you, I will be everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and it will drive you crazy. I've given many a man hypothermia, and I'm not scared to do it again. Period. But like, when it comes to healing, when it comes to moving on, like, I think that's because like I went through that first really terrible heartbreak. No, actually two. From my first boyfriend ever and then a crazy boyfriend. And then I finally realized, like, this is how you get over someone. Like, it sucks no matter which way you do it, but like, you prolong it by continuing to talk about them. Like Megan Maroney says, like, when people say, hey, did you hear? I say, no thanks, I'm fine. And like, I realized that like it was making my anxiety get worse. Like when people would tell me about these boys, and I finally got to a point that's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk about him. He's old news. Let's talk about something else. And then change the subject. And even if you, like, something inside of you does want to hear. Like, something inside of you does want the dirt about them or whatever. But, like, when I tell you, it's not healthy. Like, y'all said everything you need to say to each other. It didn't work. Lick your wounds, cut your losses, and keep it pushing, bestie. And don't focus on him. He's old news, like I said. Oh my gosh. The wizard and I. Yup, period. Narcissist gonna narcissist and projector's gonna project, period. Green-eyed bestie, that's crazy. Don't say he's the one. He has to earn that. You know how easy it is to order Uber Eats? Easy. Like, he's earning points, but he's not earning points to be the one. The thing is with that differentiates some men from other men is the ability to be consistent. Because any guy is going to get obsessed with like a new pretty girl they see, right? But can he maintain that effort over a period of time? Because someone who's a narcissist or someone who is not a good person, they're going to draw you in with all this affection and all these gifts. And then when you finally get to where they want you, it's all going to stop. And then you're always going to be reeling, wondering what you did wrong to get back to that place that y'all were before where he was sending you Uber Eats Italian Nice. You feel me? It's this whole calculated game. So you got to, again, play it cool while he proves himself. Shut up! I love the tea. Keepert. I love the teas. Another note? What does it say? Yeah, I have TikTok. Riley, do you follow me on TikTok? I think you do. I know that Blueberry does. I don't know if Blueberry's here tonight or not. Y'all, I had a video pop up on TikTok again. Again. It was this random video about me yelling at my cat. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Hey, Allison. Meow. Hey, Adrian. What? So he told me not to tell you this, but he's been snapping another girl since sophomore year, but his mom made him stay with you. Blocked, 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 blocked immediately. And then you know what I would do? I would take all of y'all's pictures, I would go into the fireplace, the y'all's fire pit, and I would get the lighter and I would set them all on fire and watch them burn, girl. That's what I would do. And just stand there and watch them burn. When you do that, it like cleanses a part of your soul. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that, Liv. I'm so sorry. Girl, I've been there though. I've been there. I would be having like a meltdown, like a panic attack right now. Like, I don't... I'm so sorry, Liv. Okay, who's Landon? Is Landon your boyfriend or that your boy best friend? Hey, Kinsey. Thanks, Adrian. You don't really have feelings for him. You don't really have feelings for who? Your boy best friend or your boyfriend? Also, a quick note. Do you think that your boy best friend would be making any of this up because he likes you? Because a lot of times, like y'all have heard me talk about before, guys will pretend to be your friend when they're not really your friend. And then, when you and your boyfriend break up, they're like, waiting for their chance. Landon is at basketball practice until 8, but he said he'd call me back after and I can cry, lol. I'm so sorry, Liv. So Landon's your boy best friend. Love bombing. Yep, period. Yes, Riley. Wait, Green Eye Bestie, what's going on? Oh, wait. Okay, so my boy best friend likes my friend, but I am for real in love with him. Wait a minute. I thought that you were getting Italian Ice from some guy. Is this a different guy or the same guy? Girl. Don't hate the player. They hate the game, I guess, but dang. You got Italian Ice coming to your house from one, and then another one. You're liking another one? Girl. I gotta take notes from you. No, I'm just playing. What accent? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have an accent. Y'all have an accent. Okay, so about yesterday, it was my big me. My sister stole my phone and kept making up a story while I was in the shower. What? What story? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. So the real story that we have is Liv's story. Okay. Okay. Well, when the Italian Ice thing happened, it seemed a little far-fetched to me. I was like, okay, but I'm never gonna not be happy for somebody. I don't know, but then I was also like, maybe you like captured somebody's attention who's like really wealthy, you know? I don't know. Like, go off, queen. I need to use my littler mirror for this one. Where's that girl who was in here yesterday telling me that that I'm a singer? And that I'm one of the best that she's heard. I mean, I appreciate the compliment. I think her name started with an M. Hey, Aaliyah. All right. Oh, it was clean and now I made it messy. Oh well. Oh well. Well, tell me, girl. No. Oh my gosh, I don't have makeup on my forehead yet. I was like, something feels wrong. I was like, because I have to paint these dots all different directions, and it's just not gonna work if I don't have my forehead on. Where's my little palette? Where did she go? Is this dry yet? Yeah, it's dry. It's okay. I'll just get some more. My foundation. This is from my makeup yesterday. Y'all, that lipstick yesterday, I had so much trouble getting it off my face. Revlon, Color Stay, and Natural Tan. And you only need like that little tiny bit. Like, this is what I just put down there right here. That little line right there. That's all you need. Maybe I need a little more. No, wait, I'm gonna use my halo. Yeah. Yeah. my face is primarily this, and then I just like put a little bit of foundation on, and then like it mixes together kind of. Green Eye Bestie, like, I want to believe that your story is real, but, like, I'm a little bit, like, burned from the last story. I always tell the truth to y'all, so y'all gonna tell the truth to me. It's like our arrangement. Okay, that's better. Whew, that's a lot better. Woo! There we go. Hi, Elle. Period, Liv. Like, I don't doubt Liv. Like, Liv has always got me. Like, Liv always tells me the truth. I guess he's not out of practice yet. So Landon is your boy best friend, right? This brush is like trying my life. To like get more gunk on it. You know what's so funny about TikTok to me? Ooh, I need to shave my face. Look at all the little hairs on it. You know what's so funny is like how like loyal people are to their apps. Like a lot of people on here don't have TikTok. And I feel like that's less annoying to me than the people on TikTok. It's like, I know y'all have the YouTube app. Like every time you want to watch a music video or like listen to like a crazy remix or something, like y'all are on YouTube. And like from my video that's popping, one of my videos that I posted yesterday, somebody was like, give me the makeup details now. And it was like, girl, like I did it in a whole live on YouTube. Like my YouTube's right there in my bio. Like it's not that hard. Just click on it. Ugh. This is not going as well as when I did it with the white. I mean with the pink. Hey Heaven, welcome back. Love you, Riley. Bye. Yes, it is me again. Girl, you can trust me. Who am I gonna tell? Who am I gonna tell? Really, seriously. This makeup, I'm not liking it. I don't like it. Oh, it's gonna be a big dot. Okay. Faith, is this you or your sister? Oh my gosh, girl, fingers crossed. I want to hear what he says. Liv. I feel like that's what this is missing. Like, it needs like more like sparse ones. Like this one, this line is like a sparse line, And I feel like those like make it look more like, I don't know. Ow, ow, ow. My muscles like cramping up. Ow. Ow. That's how you know you're really putting your all into your makeup, ladies, when your muscles like twinging. Ow. Hey, JC, I haven't seen you in forever. Y'all, make sure you vote for me. I'm in a magazine competition. You know what? Maybe I should just put it in the chat. Because, like, I asked for one of you to put it in the chat, but no one did. So let me do it. Hold on. Y'all, look at my TV. So cute. So here's my page. And there's more pictures of me on it. So make sure y'all vote. Please vote. I have to be in the top 5 to go on to the next round. Liv, I was thinking the same. Olive, like, don't think like that, you know? Like, everybody has their own, like, different stages, and, like, that's what I was trying to say earlier with, like, the first time I got my heart broken, like, for my first boyfriend ever, like, when he told me I was amazing and I was beautiful, like, it, like, felt like, like, so great. And, like, I feel like it feels that way, like, when you have your first, you know, boyfriend or first love, or, like, whatever you want to call it, and, like, you don't see, like, how those things could ever feel bad. And you don't see how, like, women see things men say with a skeptical eye, you know? But then when you get hurt, you're like, ah, now I get it. Now I get it. Because them men be lying to us. Or them men be two-timing us. Now I get it. Like, now I get why Miranda Lambert is so famous. Now I get why Before He Cheats is such a big song. Ah, now I get it, you know? But, like, you have to go through that, like, I don't know, that, like, puppy love stage to, like, get to where, like, you're more mature and, like, you're, like, I don't know, you see it from a mile away. You're like, that girl is so happy. Like, she's just, like, you know, soaking everything up with that guy. But then one day it's going to come crashing down. That doesn't happen to everyone, though. Like, some people do marry their high school sweetheart. Some people marry their middle school sweetheart. Like, it just depends. But, like, the majority of the time, like, you see him saying the same things that he said to you, making you feel so special. And he's using the same lines on another chick. Or several other chicks. And you're like, bro, I guess I was never that special. And that's why you don't find your worth in men, ladies. Don't do that. It's dangerous. But I feel like all of us, like, has to get hurt in order to, like, come to that, like, more mature place of, like, understanding how everything works, you know? And like live, like, I don't know if this will make you feel better, but like you could at least say like, you know what, like thank God I'm not at that, like I'm not at that other stage anymore, you know, like thank God like I'm not like with the wool over my eyes, like now I see, like I see everything, you know. But that's kind of like how life is, you know, like you have to like, I think there's an interview with Britney Spears talking about this where like you get to a point in your life where like you realize like you cannot have the good without the bad. Like you can't really appreciate the good without the bad. You know? And you can't really appreciate the bad without the good. Like like if that makes sense, like seeing like, you know, younger girls or girls at different stages of life than you like go through their first love and like how everything is perfect, but you know everything came crashing down for you. It's like, do you really want to be back at that stage just to get the rug ripped out from under you again? No, girl, I don't want to go through that again. My first heartbreak was like the worst thing ever for me, but I'm so glad that I got through it because it literally took me years to heal from that. And like if anybody would mention that guy, if I would see him, anything like that, it would give me literal terrible anxiety. So, and I don't wish to be back at that really naive stage of my life ever. So yeah, I hope that helps. Why did I make that one go that way? Cause I'm a real tough kid. I can handle it. They said, babe, you gotta fake it till you make it. And I did. Hey, J-Life. Hey, Ashley. Wait, let me see if Liv said anything. I don't know, like, JC, like, you gotta, like I said, like, you can't appreciate, like, the bad without the good and the good without the bad, if that makes sense. Like, once you go through that heartbreak and then once you have to heal from it, like, you start seeing your time being single as, like, more valuable. Like, now is your time, like, with your family. Like, now is the time to, like, learn about your hobbies. Like, now is the time to, like, figure out who you are. Because, like, when you have boys in your life, like, sometimes, like, it's good in the beginning, but then it just turns into a bunch of drama and a bunch of hurt, and, like, you have this door that's constantly open for someone to really hurt you, you know? And when you're single, like, and you don't have a single boy in your life and your phone is dry as heck, like, that's when you can feel the most at peace. That's when you sleep the best. Like, I don't have a lump in my throat because I'm worrying about who, like, Joe Schmo texting me back, you know? Like, I don't have a single care in the world about that stuff. Like, I can get on a plane and fly to wherever the heck I want and not worry about anybody. And I don't have my heartstrings pulling this way or pulling that way. Like, if you think about it like that, like, it's real freedom. So, you just gotta switch up your mindset. But, like, don't discount the relationship stage and don't discount the single phase. Like, both are important. Okay, I feel like I've dotted myself to death on that side. Gotta switch it to this side. When I'm with the wizard, my whole life is changed. And like, if Liv is still here and whenever she comes back, like at the stage of life that you're at, like you think about it this way, like going into this stage of life single is so much better because you don't have to worry about, like, you're fully open to like go to school or take the next step of your life like anywhere you want. Like you could go anywhere in the world, and like if you're fully attached to somebody, you have a relationship with somebody, if you get an internship in Barcelona, Spain, you might be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go over there because I'm still attached to Joe Schmo in Nowheresville, Texas, or wherever you're at, you know? But if you're not attached to nothing and nobody, you're like, heck yeah, I'm doing it for the plot. Like, this is my life. Like, I'm important. And, like, the good Lord has given me an opportunity in Barcelona, Spain, and you know what? I'm just gonna take it. That's the kind of freedom that comes with being single. And so those of y'all that are single, like, you gotta start seeing it like that. Because your life gets a whole lot complicated when you get someone else in it. Y'all ever seen the Cheetah Girls too? Barcelona is a cool place. No, I just messed up my point. I had like a perfect point on this brush. I don't want it to do dots like that. I want it to do like circular dots. Whatever, we're gonna keep going. See who you truly are. Oh well, it got messed up, but you know, we're gonna keep on pushing. See what y'all are saying. Thank you, Liv. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, we're a makeup channel, bestie. We're here to do makeup and do girl talk and Jesus and all the girly things. No, what is he gonna do? Sorry, I was too busy making dots on my eyes. I wonder if I can move you up here more so I can see you better. Yeah, girl, I hope he gets better. If y'all, like, if y'all, like, want to pray together, we can pray. But, like, don't feel like you need to like make up scenarios in order to see me pray, because like I'm not ashamed to just pray. Like if you're like, hey, can you pray over me? Like I will. Just ask and you will receive. But like please like don't make up stories like in my chat, because like my time and my subscribers' time is important. And like y'all know me, like I'm not like other creators. Like I have different rules on my channel, and like I genuinely like try to make time to talk to everybody that's in my chat. Like I'm not gonna overlook you, even if you say that like today I ate mashed potatoes. Like I'm gonna be like, mashed potatoes are awesome, I love mashed potatoes. You know? But like don't feel the need to like say stuff about yourself to make yourself like seem more interesting or whatever. Because like here's the thing about lying is like the Bible says don't lie, and it's for a reason. Because like when you lie, like people don't know what to believe, you know, and you're actually hurting yourself because you're undermining your own credibility, and then people don't trust you. And like trust is something that you can't buy. Like it's not like like you know how you can buy stuff on TikTok, and like if you send somebody so many roses, you just replenish your account and you send them more because you like their content. It's not like that. You can't just pay more money and replenish someone's trust in you. Like that's something that's earned over time, and if you destroy it, that's it. Like eventually they're not going to trust you at all. So be careful what you say, and make sure that when you say stuff that it's coming from the right place in your heart, and then it's the truth. Because at the end of the day, the only one that you're really hurting is you. Because to not have integrity and not be trusted to say the truth, like that's going to mess up your life with your friends, your professional life, your family. So just make it a point to not lie. He's going to tell his mom what was happening to me, and I love his mom. Do you like this? Do you like your boy best friend, Liv? No, Arya, I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying it as a blanket statement because I felt like some other people in this chat needed a reminder. Lord Jesus, I pray for everyone in the chat. I lift up J Life and you, that she's feeling disconnected from you, and that you would make yourself known in a big way to Miss J Life, Lord. And that you would hear her prayers and you would help her feel more connected to you. And I also pray for Arya's brother, that you would lay your loving hand on him and heal him of his fever and of his sickness. And I pray that you would use the Holy Spirit to empower people to tell the truth, both in person and when they're chatting things online. I love you and thank you. Amen. Hope that helps. Went and told his mom while on call, and now she's counseling me. That's sweet, though. That's sweet. It sounds like him and his mom really think a lot of you. I kind of feel like he might like you, though. So don't get blindsided if, like, Landon all of a sudden is like, oh, I have feelings for you. If I were you, I'd be okay with it if I liked him too. But if I didn't and I was, like, genuinely upset about my breakup, I'd be kind of pissed off because I'd be like, so you're not actually trying to help me feel better. You're just trying to use this selfishly because you, I don't know, have your own feelings for me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. For a second, I was thinking about the Vampire Diaries and how, like, when, like, Elena is really hurt from Stefan, like, having to go be with Klaus, like, she finds comfort in Damon, and at first they start off as, like, being friends, but then, like, they discover they have feelings for each other, and then, like, you know, romantic wonderfulness happens. So, you know, I don't know. Fate is a funny thing. And sometimes things fall apart so better things can fall together. But, like, I would really discourage you from, like, jumping from one relationship to the next. Because, like, you need time to process that first relationship, babe. Like, you can't just, like, you can, but, like, eventually it's gonna catch up with you. And, like, you want to make sure, like, when you're healing from person A, you want to take the time to grieve the relationship and, like, reflect and, like, see how you can be better for the next one. And then, like, go into the next one with, like, an open heart. Because, like, if you don't heal, like, you'll find the relationships kind of blending together, and then person B will kind of get the, like, emotional toll of, like, whatever happened with person A. So hope that helps. No, Liv. Yeah, don't. Just don't. I would give yourself a couple months. And I would just do you. And, like, I would get closer with your friends. I'd make it a point to, like, make new friends. Like, maybe start doing something new. Like, maybe go bowling, like, every Friday night. Like, I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but I love bowling. I think it's such a fun hobby and, like, fun thing to do with your family and your friends. And, like, I don't know, like, make it a point to make more, like, girlfriends. Because, like, girlfriends are in it for life, babe. And, like, the men, like, think about it like this. Like, your bridesmaids are gonna be at your wedding no matter what. But, like, depending on how that boy plays it, he may not, like, he has a, like, there's only one groom, but there's how many bridesmaids, you know? And they're gonna be the bridesmaids are gonna be the same no matter who the groom is, you know? But if the boyfriend messes it up, he ain't gonna get to be the groom. You feel me? There's a quote from the TV show In the City that's like, what if girlfriends are our true soulmates and men are just people that, like, we hang out with now and again to have fun? I love that quote. Girl, you need more girlfriends. You in youth group? Are you involved in church? Get involved in the women's group at your church. The thing with me is, like, I've always been, like, really mature, and, like, sometimes I get along better with people that are, like, a lot older than me. And, like, there's really nothing wrong with that. Like, you could have friends that are, like, I don't know, like, teens, 20s, and you could have friends that are in their 80s. Like, sometimes, like, the people in their 80s make a lot more sense than the people your age. Like, sometimes, like, people my own age, like, stress me out. And sometimes friends that are older are better because, like, they have that, like, wisdom that they can really pour into you. And, like, help you level up in life, because someone that's that many stages ahead of life than you, they have a lot of wisdom, you know? And like someone that's your same age like can't like always like give you all the cheat codes. And like my thing is like, why learn something the hard way? Like, why learn it myself when someone else can just give me the answers? Like, be friends with people that are older than you, and don't be afraid to be friends with people that are a lot older than you. And like you'll keep them like young and fresh and like up on all the trends, and then they'll also be like mentoring you and like really helping you grow as a woman. Like, if you really want to grow as a woman, like you want to be your best self, start being friends with like older women. Like, girl, like that's like one of the best things I've ever done, and I highly recommend that to like all young women. Oh, that one was messy. Oh, look at my brush. It's all messy. Why? You do? That's so cool you work at the nursing home. Well, maybe like be friends with like some of them, and like maybe like get involved in, like I said, get involved in the women's group at your church, because like the thing with the nursing home is like there's probably like some lucid people, and like make sure you like maybe come in. I don't know, it's weird because you work there, because I would say like you maybe come in on your day off, but like you don't want to come in on your day off, but like you need like older women that you can like go to brunch with, and like you can just unload, and you can tell them about Landon and your ex-boyfriend and all that stuff, and they're gonna be like, I knew Landon once, and they're gonna like tell you like, and a lot of times they'll be right, because like I said, like when you're so much older and wiser, like you just have so much more to give. And like, again, why learn things the hard way when you can just have someone in your life who literally gives you all the answers? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's what I use you for until I find my... Are you calling me old? Like, I'm not old. Maybe just on the inside. So I found my older ladies that I was friends with through this thing called Grief Share, because y'all know that like my uncle, like himself, and then I lost someone that was my best friend and my relative earlier on that year, and my aunt, and so I had to do this thing called Grief Share, and it was really helpful. And that's where I met a lot of my friends there. Like a lot of my friends that are like older. Because like when I was going through what I was going through, like when I was going through processing like like someone like themselves, and like my relative and best friend like dying suddenly, and then another relative getting that year on top of it, like processing all that, like the people that were my age, like my friends, like they did, like I know they wanted to help, like they didn't really know what to say, but like people that have lived longer like could better support me through that time, because they like could get it. And like I made really good friends with this lady in her 70s, and we would like go out to lunch together, sometimes multiple times a week. We'd go shopping, all sorts of stuff, because like that was her thing. Is like, so we had group one week, and she was like, my husband, because she had lost her husband, so like she was like, my husband and I's favorite thing to do was to go out to eat, and we'd go out to eat like once a day. And now I still go out to eat once a day, but I'm by myself because that was our favorite thing, and it reminds me of him and it brings me comfort. And so one day I piped up like, hey, I'm always in my house crying. So I'll come to lunch with you if you'll have me. And so then I started going to lunch with her, and then the friendship went from there. So yeah, maybe like look in your church and see if there's a women's group, and like if they're doing like women's brunch or whatever, or women's day at the park, go. Even if it's going to be a bunch of older ladies, just go. Or maybe ask if you can volunteer. Be like, can I bring the cookies or something? I don't know. And then when they ask you how you're doing, just be like, girl, I got my heart broken. And then they'll all come like rushing to your side, probably, and give you great advice. Highly recommend that. Like, I think men need older men friends, and like women need older women friends, and like you want to level up your life, like you want to level up yourself as a person, like do that. For advice. I know what you meant. I do have some from my church. A lady I babysit her kids for her mother-in-law. Yeah, like maybe like if I were you, I would text them like maybe now or text them tomorrow and be like, hey, like I just went through a breakup and I really need to see y'all. Can we please meet? And Landon's mom, that's cool. I feel like Landon might like you, so like I would be careful getting too close to his mom, because like the thing is when you cross over into like someone liking you territory, then your relationship with them becomes more like transient, if that makes sense. Like it becomes like more delicate, because like if there's drama between y'all, or like you decide you don't like him anymore, or he decides he doesn't like you anymore, or like say Landon gets a girlfriend, it's gonna become real awkward with you and him. And well, I guess it wouldn't be awkward in that case if you were still friends with his mom, but like the girlfriend might get uncomfortable, like what is this girl and why is she always around him and his family, you know? So I'd be careful with getting too close to Landon's mom, because he sounds like he could be a friend, but he also sounds like he could like you. So and that's why it's always so funny, is like when a girl goes through a breakup, all the guys that have liked her the whole time, they come out of the woodwork like termites. They've been waiting for their moment. Now they're all gonna come crawling towards you like a bunch of cockroaches towards last night's piece of cake, if you know what I mean. Make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. I've been close with his mom and his fam since like kindergarten. She acts like she likes me more, lol. That's funny. That's kind of cool though. I had a friend like that in high school. Not John. It was someone else. But like, I was cool with his mom. And that's also why I love alligators. So I had this reoccurrent nightmare about alligators that like I had this very specific dream where like it was cloudy. It was a cloudy day. There was Burger King, and there was a creek by the Burger King, and like I'd be playing in the creek with my brother, and then all of a sudden an alligator would come towards us, and we would be like running away from it. And like we'd be running and running and running, and then the dream would end. And I had this dream from the time I was 5 to the time I was 15. And, like, I guess I have to be careful with this stuff, like, spiritually, because, like, y'all know I'm a follower of Christ, and, like, Jesus is number one. But this other guy, not John, a different friend, I guess we'll call him, I need to keep track of what I'm naming these people. Leo. Let's call him Leo. And Leo's mom was a yoga instructor, and she like knew about like dreams and stuff. And so one time I went over there and I was like, hey, I've been having this dream, like this nightmare since I was 5 years old. Like, what is it? Like, why always the dream? Like, why always the running? Like, why always the Burger King? Why always the alligator? And she said that the alligator is me. Like, that represents me and like who I am as a person, and like the alligator is my spirit animal. And like, some people get it twisted and think that you choose your spirit animal, but that's not true. Your spirit animal like chooses you. And I guess mine was the alligator. Mine is the alligator, and had all these like meanings and stuff behind it. Y'all know Jesus Christ is number one. I don't mess around with no funky spiritual stuff. I only do Jesus Christ. But I found that very interesting. But I do love alligators. I think they're fascinating animals. But I didn't realize that until I was older, that I thought they were so cool. I just think alligators, like, I can really go down a rabbit hole. Like, I know a lot about alligators, okay? But like, I just think they're flawless hunters, and I feel like sometimes I think that they're gonna be around like on Earth like longer than humans are, because y'all, like, humans, like, we do some weird stuff. And we do stuff that like inhibits our own survival. But not the alligator. Oh no, they're flawless in the way that they live, the way that they hunt, the way that they conserve their energy. They are flawless, and they've barely changed over the years. You know why? Because they don't need to, because they're flawless. And I feel like we as human beings, like, if we would learn to conserve our energy the way the alligators do, we would get a lot farther and like not waste energy on stupid stuff. Cause I'm a real tough kid, I can handle it. They said, babe, you gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. Hey, Lex. Thank you, Shirky. Santosh Shirky says skincare routine. Thank you. I have one up. It's like down further in my lives. I think I moved on and am now in the revenge stage. I'm listening to She's All I Want to Be and a bunch of Tate McRae songs. Yes! Oh my gosh. Listen to... It's okay. I'm okay. Literally, it's okay. I'm okay. That's the story of you right now, Liv. That's literally you right now. And this other girl, it's okay. I'm okay. Had him in the first place. She'd be like, he's so perfect. And I'm like, oh, what version? You can have him anyway. Yeah. Anyway. What? I don't want him. Anyway, girl. Take him. I just love that choreography. Oh, it's so good. So good. I want to start making dancing videos. Y'all, fun fact, I started dance when I was 2. My mama, she says that if you have a daughter, you have to put her in like dance, cheer, or gymnastics so they learn grace, so they can learn to walk correctly. I don't know what that means, but that's what my mama says. Zach Bryan, I know a couple of his songs, at least I think. I need to listen to him more because I know he's like really popular, and I do love me some country music. Elena. Okay. I will. Anyway. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. I had him in the first place. It's okay. I'm okay. Green-eyed bestie. Girl, that story is crazy. But I encourage you to be truthful. So there's this song that I love. It's by Bailey Zimmerman. It's called Fall in Love. And I'm actually going to make it into a short. I'm going to make it into a short because I feel like some of y'all have never had a boyfriend. And some of you are honest about it. And some of you, I think, tell stories to make it seem like you have, but haven't. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to judge you. But I am here to answer your questions. Ugh. Anyways, there's this song by Bailey Zimmerman that says, in the chorus it says, love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. 1 second it's there, and in the next it's already gone. Broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. And what's the next? It goes, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa. You don't want to fall in love. That's what it's like to have a boyfriend. Literally, that's what it is, though. Like, you could think of it as a smoke ring, or you could think of it as, like, bubbles. Like when you're blowing bubbles. 1 second they're there, the next, they gone. But, like, while you're young, like, the most important thing is to, like, develop yourself. Like, learn who you are. Because, like, with any relationship that you're in, I have a friend whose dad would say, when you get into a relationship, either 3 things happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. No, is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2. Somebody's getting hurt, or somebody's getting pregnant. It's going to go 2 ways. Because, like, either, like, somebody gets hurt, like, y'all end, or y'all are in it for the long haul, somebody gets pregnant. And so when you enter into that relationship world, like, you have less time to invest in yourself and, like, learn about hobbies and, like, learn about who you are, you know? So it's important that you take advantage of that while you're single. Oh, whoa, whoa. Don't wanna fall in love. No, I think it's love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. 1 second it's a blessing, and in the next it's already gone. Broken heart, broken testimony. Oh no. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oh man. What is that eyeliner shape? I don't even know. Oh well. Broken heart, I'm a real tough kid. I can help. I said, baby, you gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. He said he'd love me all his life, but that life was quite short. Breaking down, I hit the floor. All the pieces of me scattered as the crowd was great. But I can do it with a broken heart. My lashes are still curled from like a couple lives ago, and I love them. I forgot how much I liked curling my falsies. Money talks, but I'm not buying. That's what he says right before the chorus. Money talks, but I'm not buying. He's like, I think the song is about like this girl that he was in a relationship with, but then like she broke his heart and ended up with another guy. And like they always said they were gonna move to North Carolina together, and then they never did. But then she moved to North Carolina with the other guy, and that's when he says, he don't know you like I did. Money talks, but I'm not buying. T for Mr. Bailey Zimmerman. Love's a small thing wrapped around your finger. Broken heart of a walking testimony. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Liv, like, you're gonna find, now that, like, you've had, like, your first heartbreak, when younger girls are all, like, goo goo gaga over boys around you, it's gonna be so annoying. You're like, yeah, like, you're goo goo gaga to get your heart broken. Okay. Thanks, Kenzie. You heard that song? It's such a good song. It plays at Texas Roadhouse. That's how I first learned it. I used to work for Texas Roadhouse. What's wrong, Liv? Well, I don't think you should stay away from him. I like am trying to figure out where your head's at, Liv. Like, do you like Landon? Like, do you want, like, the thing is like, even though you don't feel like, you might feel like you're over it, like, you might still, I don't know, be processing your breakup. Like, y'all were together for a long time. Like, we're talking, like, years. And the thing is like, if you and Landon have a fling, that fling sounded weird. If y'all two have a fling, and then, like, it doesn't work out, and you get hurt, now you're gonna be hurt from a breakup, and then you're gonna also lose your boy best friend on top of that. It's gonna be like 2 losses, like, boom, boom. But, like, I don't think it's the worst thing to have him come support you. I don't know, you just have to like, so like, you have to think about how you're feeling. So like, years ago, maybe this story will help you decide. So like, years ago, y'all know that like, I was in like a very long relationship. This is not crazy boyfriend, this is different boyfriend. This boyfriend was not crazy. He was like totally unproblematic and mostly normal, but him and I were just like uncompatible. Like, we just were too different, and like, it didn't work. But we were together for a number of years, and I thought that he was the man that I was gonna marry. And so I thought I was done. I was done dating. I was done with everything. Like, I, thought that it was gonna be him and me. But then out of the blue, homeboy breaks up with me, and we almost were together for 3 years. And that just like, and y'all, this is the boyfriend who broke up with me. And then I had my, like, no tears left to cry experience. This is that boyfriend. And what was I gonna say? So that happened, right? And there was someone at my job. Never date someone from your job, by the way. I know I did it, but do as I say, not as I do. I would never do that again, even though this was a good experience for me. So I had a little like fling with someone at my job, And honestly, it was awesome. Like, it was awesome. He was awesome. Like, yeah. And it was good for me. But I also think, like, me in this particular situation, like, I was already, like, things were already over before they were over. You know, like, things were, like when I think back, like, we broke, like, so me and this person broke up in, like, maybe early March. But things were over between us since, like, January or February of that year. You know, like, when I look back and I think about stuff that I was doing in February, I was like, oh my gosh, I was still with my boyfriend. But I don't remember it that way because that's how removed he was from my life. And just distant. And so, like, okay, this is, like, a long story, but I'm trying to make it as short as I can. Hold on, let me finish this eyeliner. Oh! I just put myself in the eye. Love the smoke ring after that. Anyways, okay, I have a fling with one of my coworkers, right? But fast forward to the breakup. So, like, when this guy broke up with me, because, like I said, I thought that I was done. That was who I was gonna marry. And then when he broke up with me, it, like, ripped out the rug from under me. And I remember, like, for, like, a couple days, like, I could only drink green juice. Like, I couldn't eat solid food because I was so upset. And I had, like, the shakes. Like, I just couldn't believe it. It was just a shock. But then once the shock wore off, I was like, wait a minute. I think I feel better. I think this is what I needed. Like, where have I been the past, like, 2 years? Like, I am more me than I've ever been. Like, this is great. And, like, all of my friends were like, whoa, like, we like single Ashley better. Like, single Ashley is fun. And, I had to totally rebuild my life because, like, you know, like, from my, if y'all don't know, go to my shorts and go to my short. It's a picture of me upside down. In the caption, I wrote down this whole story that's referring to this time that I'm talking about. And, I had walled myself off socially because of this relationship and, like, didn't really have friends because it wasn't, like anybody's fault except for mine. Like, I just didn't put the time in, like, making friends because I was so obsessed with this relationship. And I was in a new city, and so was he. But then he was out of the picture, so then I was by myself in the new city with no friends. Yeah. And, so then I had to, like, start from the ground up. So, like, I started, like, taking my social circle more seriously, getting more girlfriends, which is so important, y'all. Like, you need girlfriends. Like, my dad has said it to me my whole life, and this is when it finally clicked. Like, you need girlfriends. Not boyfriends. Girlfriends, okay? Because with boys, there's always that risk of somebody having feelings, whether it's you or them, and it can get weird really fast, and you need, like, good, genuine friends around you. But anyways, so I started to, like, make more friends and, like, do more stuff with friends, and, like, it was just fun. And so there was this boy that I worked with. So I have this rule. Like, so I always knew I wanted to talk with my boyfriends on YouTube. So I have this list. I need to review it so, like, we can remember who's who. But, like, I named all of them after designer. So if they were a boyfriend, this is the rule. If you're a boyfriend, then I'll name you after a designer purse. But if you were not a boyfriend, you get named after, like, a store. So I'm going to call this person Walmart that I had the fling with. because y'all know that Walmart is my favorite. Anyways, not gonna give too much away, but anyways, so I have this fling with this guy, Walmart, and so Walmart and I started out as like just friends, and then like he invited, like, so this was like a couple days after we broke up, like he invited me out to this bonfire with like him and his friends, and like him and I ended up talking like all night, like we talked until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and like it was awesome. And like I told him like all the stuff about like my, I guess now ex-boyfriend, and how like, you know, how he hadn't been paying attention to me, and like he didn't want to kiss me anymore, and like just like all these terrible things that happened that made me feel like trash. And he's like, he did what? Like, oh my gosh, like I would have been all over that with you, like there's so many guys that like would have loved to do that with you, Ashley, and like what's this guy's problem? Like, and it felt good to like be validated that way, you know? Like I needed like that validation to know that like I still got it, and like that guy was crazy, you know? Even though this is not to be confused with Crazy Boyfriend, because Crazy Boyfriend was toxic. The one that cheated with the coworker, yeah, he was toxic. But this boyfriend, the one that I thought I was gonna marry, he, what was I saying? He was not toxic. We were just uncompatible. That's what I was gonna say. So, anyways, I go to this bonfire with Walmart, and then we. Oh my gosh, me and Walmart had so much fun together, and like we just like started hanging out, and like one of the days him and I, we just like, me and Walmart like clicked like missing link, like just clicked. And like it was strange because, and the reason I'm telling you the story, Liv, is like usually I feel like people need their time to like get over stuff, but like in this case, like I had like my couple days or a week or whatever, but because this situation was different, like it was over before it was kind of over, like this fling was like really good for me. And like I didn't want it to be a fling. I didn't want it to, I wanted more from it, but like I wasn't ready to like be in another like relationship. But like Walmart was like a good solid guy, and like he deserved a chance. But because I was so freshly out of this relationship, like I couldn't give him, I wanted to give him a chance, but like I was still hurting, and like I needed to process. But anyways, there was this one time that Walmart and I went over to Taco Bell, and the Taco Bell took so long on our food, like so long. But like him and I were in the car just like talking, like intelligent conversations, like funny conversations, like conversations about our coworkers, about our job, about our managers, like crazy conversations, like the most mentally stimulating, interesting stuff like possible. Like him and I, like when I said we clicked, like we clicked. And we were in the car talking for so long. We were so deep in this conversation, we didn't notice that we were waiting for Taco Bell for like 15 minutes, or maybe it was longer than that, because we were so deep in this conversation. And then the Taco Bell people like opened the drive-thru window. We're like, we're so sorry your food took so long. You know what? It's free. And we were like, what? And we're like, were we talking that long? Like, oh, I guess we were. Like, that's so funny. So we got the Taco Bell for free. So that was really cool. And I was kind of talking about this guy the other day, and saying that like, because I don't know, but it's hard to say, because like I was so freshly, maybe it was like a right person, wrong time thing, but because I was so freshly out of this relationship, like I was still like healing from stuff. And then when stuff with Walmart, we had like a couple of stupid arguments, and because I hadn't fully reflected from my previous relationship, it ended up like bleeding over into Walmart and I's relationship, which sucked. It sucked for me, and it sucked for him, because like I missed out on a great guy, and like I feel like he missed out on something great too. But like it caused me, I got like in my feelings, and like my pride got hurt, and like because like he kind of like took a step back, and then I started to freak out, like, oh, like he's gonna leave me, like, oh, like because the chase ended, like he's gonna leave, blah blah blah. And then I was like, well, why did you think I ever even liked you? Like I said a lot of really stupid stuff I shouldn't have said, because me and this dude, like we vibed, like we clicked. But the fling was good for me, But at the end of it, I also got hurt. And then I lost out. Like, that guy wasn't in my life anymore because, I don't know. I guess your situation's a little bit different, Liv, because me and Walmart, like, we knew each other from work, but, like, he was not in my life, like, for, like, years and years, like Landon is in yours. But, you know what I mean? So, like, if you were to have a fling with your boy best friend and y'all were to not work out, that would potentially leave, like, a giant hole in your life. So, but I don't know if you like him or he likes you. I haven't read the chat yet. I need to do that. So, reading the chat now. Stop! My cat's making a mess. I do not like him as a crush. I just need someone to cope with, and he's being nice. I don't know, like, do you want to, like, use him like that? Like, but at the same time, on a more toxic level, like, if he comes to your volleyball tournament and your ex-boyfriend finds out that he comes to support you, that's like a girl boss, like, flex. Like, yeah, bro, like, you were replaced. Like, you think you were clever because you replaced me. Guess what? I replaced you too. I feel like that's not a good attitude to have, but, like, I don't know. It depends on how toxic you want to be, bestie. Hey, Joss. I've missed you. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, like, these are the Kiss Pompadour, and I just curled them. I, like, curled the falsies the other day, and they just stayed curled. But that's how I keep them, like, up like that. Bye, Faith. I hope you feel better. No, I've never seen that movie. What did you realize? He did! He broke up with you right before Valentine's Day. You're right. Cheap. Cheap! That is so cheap. And the thing is like, I'd say, like, 99% chance. No. Yeah, 99% chance that your ex-boyfriend's gonna come crawling back, because they always do. Like, I always, like, if a guy and I break up, like, if we have a full relationship, we give it a full shot and it doesn't work, I'm blocking them, because I don't want to see you on social media. I don't want you to see me on social media, because, like, I don't want to post with, like, the intent that you're gonna see it, because it's gonna keep me thinking about them and then I'm never gonna get over it, you know? Open. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot why I said that. That is true. That's what I do, though. When a guy and I break up, like, we've said everything we need to say to each other, and, like, our relationship failed, like, it didn't work. Like, there's no reason why I need to see you on social media, and there's no reason why you need to see me, because it's gonna keep them in my mind. Like, out of sight, out of mind, babe. But Nora, The one Dylan was snapping is on my team. Girl, yeah. No, tell Landon to come to your game. Yeah. But tell him, yeah. And like, but like, make sure like you like are like, tell Landon to come and tell him to bring you a sign. Even if you have to make this, well, you probably won't have time to make the sign because it's tomorrow, but tell him to like go to Dollar Tree and like make you a sign and like be like, I'll totally Venmo you money, but like, because with doing that, you're gonna make your ex like wonder if y'all two were like talking the whole time. And like, good, like you deserve to wonder. He deserves to wonder. Let his ass wonder. I mean, let his booty wonder. I'm gonna use Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I love this stuff in Topaz. I love this stuff. I feel like my nose needs like a highlight on it. Boom. Don't you get tired of hurting me? I'm tired of hurting me. Hopefully you're not the toxic one. Hopefully. Well, but you don't have a crush on him. And like, I don't know. You don't have a, like, I would say, yeah, he needs to do it himself, but like, you don't have a crush on him. That's the thing. And like, you don't want to like lead him on. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like all the boys I've ever loved, like, all the boys I've ever loved before. It's like, except, like, you're Peter, and he is his Laura Jean. And, like, you're drawing up a contract with him to make your ex jealous. Just like Peter is trying to make his ex jealous, you know? That's how it starts, at least. It's a fantastic love story, but that's how the thing starts. Like, that's what your objective here is with Landon. Like, you're not actually, like, you know? Not yet, at least. Like, feelings could blossom between the two of you, but, like, again, like, I'd be really careful with that one because, like, if you and Landon, y'all two date and y'all two don't work out, like, you and him are both gonna end up hurt because y'all two have been friends since kindergarten. Thank you. So, like, I used to cuss. Like, I used to, like, say, like, a bad word, like, every other word. Like, y'all know that I have been a server and I've been a bartender. I have dealt with line cooks. I've dealt with all types of people working with me and customers. And, unfortunately, I picked up some bad habits. But I have been fixing my vocabulary since I'm no longer in that industry. Ew. I don't know. I don't like that. I hope my profile picture doesn't look like her. Girl, I have on a cowboy hat. But yeah, I feel like if he's gonna show up for the other girl that he was talking to, like, I mean, let Landon show up for you. And like, I mean, you and him, like, know that you're just friends, but, like, everybody else doesn't know that. Checkmate. Checkmate. But, y'all, please don't forget to vote for me. I am in a magazine contest with Maxim Magazine. It's to be on the cover of one of their magazines. And, I don't know. It just, like, it popped up on my feed, and I was like, you know what, why not enter? Let's just see what happens. Like, if I could be, you know, on a magazine at the grocery store, that'd be kind of cool, you know, like, hello, it's me. It's me, the crazy girl from YouTube. I'm on a magazine. Hey, guys. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if it happened. So, if you want that to happen for me, please vote for me. Make sure you vote at least once a day. I think there's, like, deals on there that you can vote more than once. But please vote for me. I'm, like, kind of, like, coming in last right now, so if I could get more votes, I could, like, move up the list. And anyways. No, I highlight my hair. I do it myself. I do it myself. I don't know why this... See, I do a blonde in this one. I don't know. I think it's just the way that I did my buns that they look like different colors. But, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop off live. Don't forget to vote for me in the Maxim contest, please. The link is in the chat. And it's also in the description if you're watching this on replay. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you girls have a fabulous night. And God bless y'all. And I will talk to y'all hopefully tomorrow. Bye.